The goated author has made his return! The moment I saw the drawing hit the screen on my phone, I was all the way locked in. Though I can't even lie, I feel some type of way when I recommend this to someone, because I don't like saying it out loud. Moby Dick is the new manhwa out following up its legendary predecessor in Silent War. If you ain't seen that video yet, I suggest you check it out and see greatness. Now let me run it down for y'all. Moby Dick is a story following our protagonist, Go Hoon-sang. Now before we get to the plot, I just want to thank the author for hooking us up in the first few panels. We was on some serious timing out here, bruh. And out of nowhere, uncalled for. But they know what we here for, and I can't even hate. Just the fact that he going crazy on someone's mother right now across the room leaves so many questions to the point where leaving now would just be the worst move ever. Now, back to the story. Go Hoon-sang is a young man with harsh circumstances in his life. His father had passed away when he was just in high school, leaving him and his mother with only each other. However, even the mother finds herself following her late husband as she is bound to the hospital, suffering from heart disease and Alzheimer's. So Hoon-sang finds himself in the worst situation possible with no father figure to lean on, but instead following his footsteps in the career of construction in order to keep himself off the streets, all the while barely keeping his mother alive due to medical bills. He's been suffering this fate for years now, so only thing that's keeping him going is the love of his life. Not really, they just broke up so she can be with a man who makes more money. Even boasts about doing the dirty with him just the other night just to make it clear that they done. The only thing that was keeping them together was that Herculean body, and men didn't go like weaponry. I can't even lie. Bro's got it like that. Makes me want to get right in the gym, because we already know that I match him in. Anyways, the point is that Hoon-sang can only rely on his body to help him in life, as he's willing to do all that he can for money, even satisfying rich sadists. I mean, if they look like that, I may have to consider. But one day his life turns around as he's just going out to eat his convenience store dinner. Little did he know he was being scouted for one of the biggest opportunities of a lifetime. As he's been told prior to this moment by his boss, his body is one that could make a living for itself. Even though Hoon-sang is somewhat appalled by the thought, he's reassured in a way, because with his muscles, stature, looks, and size, any lonely woman with money would be willing to throw it his way. In fact, his boss is the one that led them to him. And I would too, because that's another 300,000 won in my pocket. Taking pictures from afar in a vehicle are two young beautiful women, Miss Jo and Yuna. Jo is a confident and silver-tongued boss of the company with silver hair. Yuna seems to be her second in command with a rough attitude and nonchalant behavior, donning purple hair. Miss Jo sends Yuna out to discreetly recruit him by slipping him a business card to call, which she ponders into the next day, because obviously a business card with a phone number saying, "Call if you need money," is a bit suspicious, I'm just saying. But when he first contacts them, 10 million won is deposited into his account for just touching base, and they claim they'll drop another 10 if they meet at a set location. I'ma be real, if I was in this situation, of course I'd be skeptical and even think about sending that money back, but let's be honest, that's because I live comfortably. Now if I was Hoon-sang, you better believe I'm locking in. Now he is straight up told that this is now his money and he can do whatever he wants with it. So the first thing he does is go to pay off his mother's medical bills, pay off his credit cards, and make sure that rent is paid. But Hoon-sang realizes that this won't be enough to hold everything down. Despite paying off all that he owes for his mother's medical expenses, she has to go somewhere better. All that's being done is feeding her medication to fight out the dementia. She needs actual care and surgery, so he's got to stack up. All that being said, he decides to meet up at the location and talk business. And that's how Hoon-sang's prostitution story begins. Now let's get to the positives, because Lord knows there are no negatives. There absolutely are none. It's too early in the story for there to even be any. First off, obviously the art. This is the successor to Silent War. We can't settle for any less. The character design is flawless with all sorts of body types and fashion. I'ma just tell you, those body types go way too crazy. It's one thing with the thick Snickers we get to see one by one, but we even get the petite thickness. Like, not everybody gotta be Rangiku Matsumoto. We always need a Soifon and Rukia to bring balance to the four nations. And the fashion just... these fits these women got on just goes right. I be thinking Meg the Stallion be giving them advice. My guy Hoon-sang even be in the cut looking like a Greek god. And they make sure to clean him up well. Not really, but like he just chilling, but he still look good. Secondly, I am once again graced by a goated MC. Like I've said before, as long as he's respectful, humble, and kind, we ain't got no problem. If you had someone like Jiho from What Do You Take Me For, bro would be taking this opportunity for granted, only happy to get his dick wet. But Hoon-sang knows that this opportunity ain't just for him. It's for his mother, as well as for his clients, who, mind you, treats with the utmost respect and even tries to fix their real-life issues. He may not have money, but he shows these women something they've never experienced before. A good man. Now, lastly, it's the story and circumstances. We've already spoken about Hoon-sang's situation, which makes his choices rather valid. However, when it comes to his clients and his profession, they all seem to have reasons for their actions as well. The whole reason for the company he works for is to satisfy certain women in the upper echelon who suffer from their success, so to speak. Woojin is the daughter of a mayor forced into marriage with a man who consistently cheats on her, all the while they have a child. Dae is the daughter of a billionaire who runs the most renowned construction company in Korea. She's also a golf prodigy who once went pro, but has lost her way since injury. Now, without her fame and skill, she is thrown to the wayside as she doesn't do anything of use for her father. So I did make an error. As I'm reading back the story, you just don't like that bitch. That's nothing. She didn't get injured or nothing. You just don't like her. With all sorts of stress built up, they need to let it out somehow, and that's where Hoon-sung comes in. I genuinely find it interesting. It may get me brick, but it also tugs at my heart. Now, finally, here we have the rankings. Bringing up the rear, we have Miss Jo. This is just for now, but all I've gotten from Miss Jo is that she's rich and got a nice body. She's too locked in on the business to give us any love, and kind of leaves Yuna to give us the perspective on the business while being close to the MC. That being said, I think she's definitely like a final boss character, because I can't see nothing going on with her as of right now. After Jo, we got Mrs. O. There are two reasons why she is not last. For one, she looks like Nuna from Silent War, and she was already top tier. Just the short hair alone was enough for me to fold. Now, number two, she's already gotten a taste. And let me tell you right now, that art was enough to let me know that thing is grabbing. They don't call her the octopus for no reason. However, this girl is sick and twisted as far as I can tell. She seems to only enjoy the pain and suffering she deals to others, as we see her stripping Miss Jo naked and slapping Hoon-sung with no remorse. With the bronze medal, we have Yuna. If you read manhwa, even if you just read manga, I have a feeling that you can tell Yuna might just be the endgame girl. It could be a harem, but she's definitely the main. Throughout the series, I can see them sticking side by side as manager and talent, slowly developing something. She was pretty rude in the beginning, but after finding out he's not just a buff idiot, she's shown interest and respect for him. Her casual and office wear has been nothing but stunning, and I can't wait to see her take it off. And with the silver medal, we have Dae. Anyone who has read Silent War can immediately tell that we have found our Sophie. Mean, rude, and callous towards everyone, you just know she's about to be best girl. Just seeing her heart thaw around Hoon-sung was enough to see, as she has clearly only been with men of Jo's company for physical pleasure, but what she really needed was emotional support. Though I will say, I don't mind you getting more physical, because I know golf has done wonders for that body. Toned and athletic, she ain't letting nobody go to sleep until they are drained. All I'm saying is I want a shot. And with the gold, we have Woojin. I don't think that there's anyone else at this point of the story who can take the title of best girl besides Woojin. She was the first woman we saw in the series, and it totally set the tone for what's to come. Despite being a married woman, you can't help but wonder why she's doing this, but with being a stay-at-home mother with a cheating husband, she can't help but, want some sort of reassurance. And she sure gets it as her and Hoon-sung go to town in the apartment. Sweating and lactating for all to see such a sexy woman is enough to make our MC wonder if what he's doing is right. Don't think, feel. Thankfully, she was able to divorce and collect a settlement, as she now lives alone with her child with plenty of money to live comfortably. She even invites Hoon-sung over every now and then, and they are extremely compatible. They even look like a family to me. It's a beautiful thing to see. Anyways, that is the manhwa Moby Dick. What do you think about it, and are you looking forward to more? What manhwa do you want to see in this series? Leave a comment down below, and I will get to it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.
Thank you.